First of all, I'd like to express my thankfulness to all the participants for attending this meeting. Kwansei Gakuin University has invited young students from various countries to promote international exchange almost every year. The invitation has been supported by a Sakura Science Program of JST, Japan Science and Technology Agency. Unfortunately, however, we could not invite the students due to the pandemic of the COVID-19. So we arranged this online meeting as a substitute of the Sakura Science Program. The theme of this meeting is water. Water is essential for us, but there are many people who are suffering from the lack of the clean water. This time, 10 groups from 6 universities have investigated the various problems of water, and they will give presentations from next week. Today, we have a kickoff meeting. At first, our dean, Professor Kitahara, is going to give an opening speech. Professor Kitahara, please.
Okay. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I am Kazuaki Kitahara, the Dean of School of Science and Technology of Kansei Gakuin University. It's a great pleasure to see you all at the opening remark of our program. Due to the corona pandemic, unfortunately, we couldn't invite you here that year. However, now we are having the KGU Online International Exchange Program, Water Challenge. We are very glad that many students of 6 universities, that is, Tonghai University, National Taiwan Normal University, Udayana University, Pajajaran University, Amity University, and Biani Group of College. Okay, you all are interested in and join this meeting. Are you okay? Kansei Gakuin University is to reorganize the School of Science and Technology into 4 new schools in this April 2021. That is School of Science, the School of Engineering, the School of Biological and Environmental Science, and the School of Architecture. With the reorganization, SDGs will become the main educational and research theme of our school. We are so happy to have international exchanges on the theme of SDGs with the timing of our reorganization. The overall theme of this online meeting is water. You already know. Water challenge is an important problem. Safe and clean water is the basis of our lives. We want to share the water problem across the borders through this online program. We are glad if many attendants will be more interested in the water challenge by this opportunity. This is the first time for all of us to have a science meeting or KGU online international exchange programs. We would appreciate your assistance and cooperation to make this meeting a success. Through this opportunity, I would like a productive time and develop our further relationship as partner universities. I hope your productive works. Thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Kitahara. And today we have a surprise guest, the Dean of the College of Science, National Taiwan Normal University, Professor Kun Min Chen, join our meeting.
Oh,
It is a great pleasure for us. Professor Chen, could you please give us a talk? Oh. I'm sorry, maybe he's absent in the Zoom meeting. So if he, Professor Chen is probably not get online yet. So if he connect to us, I ask him talk again. Okay, then let's move to the next session. So next, I'd like to introduce Kwansei Gakuin University. We have a short video to introduce our university to foreign students. Please watch the video. It takes about 3 minutes. Bibin Sensei, could you play the video, please?
My name is Kiranupon Nexiarun. I'm from Thailand, Bangkok. Right now I'm studying the Department of Bioscience, and the major of my research is to use the Raman laser. In Sanda, it is a very peaceful country. It's a countryside, so everything is very peaceful, very quiet, silent. So I think it's very good for researching. Everything is so convenient. And everything, the facility, the service, everything is very good.
My name is Yao Feng Zhang, come from Taiwan. My major is mathematical science research. My professors always give me a plan of research proposals and give me many chance to participate in international conference. So I can get many research resources from this school and my professor.
My name is Arish Al-Juhani. I came from Saudi Arabia. I'm studying at master degree bioscience. I specialized at epigenetics. First, I chose Japan because of the Japanese culture. And the second reason is I'm very interested in anime and manga for the Japanese. The atmosphere in Kwansei Gakuin University in general, very friendly and kindly atmosphere. You feel like you are with your friend. It's not like when I've met them the first time, there's no tense between us. No, it's like they are my friend from very, very old times.
My name is Chen Dong. I'm from China. I'm studying the silicon quantum dots, exciton dynamics, and the multiple exciton generation dynamics. When I the first time came here, I did not know how to operate the system, but they teach me. By hand teach me, and times, and it's very good. And the library is also very huge, and you can find. What I want to say is you can find many helpful books there, and they're also very helpful here.
My name is Hasana. I'm come from Bengkulu, Indonesia. My major is physical chemistry. The aim of my study is to get information to improve the characteristic of biodegradable polymer for practical applications. Kansai Gakuin University, especially Sanda campus, has a very beautiful natural surroundings and also beautiful buildings. There are high qualified professors in my study interest belong to this university. Japanese people is very kind and polite. Many good experiences during my life in Japan.
If you want to enjoy and experience life in Japan and learnings in a beautiful campus, welcome to our campus.
Don't hesitate. Just grab an application, fill it in, and go ahead. It's a very good experience for you.
If you find your major in Kansai Gakuin University, please don't look any other university. Just come here and study here. You will love it.
All those who wish to study in Japan, I think they can choose Kansai Gakuin University. I'm sure they will get many good experiences and improve their skill and ability.
I'm not very good at talking very well, so how about the advice? Anyway, that's good.
With us. Okay, let's move to the next session. So, as I told, 10 groups from 6 universities attend this meeting. Their presentation will start from next week. But in order to know each other before the presentations, we arranged the session for self-introduction by each group. 10 minutes are given to each group. Please use this time to know each other. The first group comes from Chunghai University of Taiwan. Okay, Team Chunghai University, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning and afternoon, everyone. All right. Good morning and afternoon, everyone. We are from Tonghai University, and we are here to introduce our Tonghai University's International College Sustainability Science and Engineering. So, first of all, Tonghai University is located in Taichung, Taiwan, a city in the middle of Taiwan, in the western central of Taiwan. Tonghai University is Taiwan's oldest private university, founded in 1955 by a Methodist missionaries. And Tonghai University is one of the second overall oldest universities in Taiwan. And with 1.35 square kilometer of campus ground, Tonghai University is one of the biggest campus in Taiwan, make it one of the top 5 biggest in Taiwan. So the International College of Tonghai Universities. The International College of Tonghai Universities is a full English program that makes very convenient for foreigners who doesn't speak Mandarin yet but wants to study in Taiwan. Learning in class will be in English, but the International College also support and encourage students to be able to learn and converse in Mandarin and vice versa for the locals. And there are 3 majors: the International Business and Administration. It teaches extensive and diverse curriculum of business courses. And the second one is the Sustainability Science and Engineering. The program teaches students how to research, approach, and resolve sustainability issues. And the third one is the Interdisciplinary Issues, which describe a gateway into most majors in Tonghai Universities. So the third one is the cross-cultural communication and interactions with students from across the globe. There's a bound of a lot of cross-cultural communication and interactions. Like, for example, we have celebrated Thanksgiving, which is not something very common around Asia. So introducing the Sustainability Science and Engineering program, or as we know as SSE in Tonghai University. The first one is the necessary program for the humankind, because all the climate change and every change, the global warming and everything, the humankind needs to learn how to live sustainably. That makes the very important of the sustainability science and engineering, because the future and the future of the planet kind of have to be saved, and by learning sustainable science and engineering, we will do something. And then the good thing about the program is the student are encouraged to have a project. So the project means that the student can conduct research, and there will be support from staff, and it will for graduation, and it will give student a good experience and have them a very good skill to conduct research and how to think like a scientist. And the third one is the supportive of student interest and future research. So the staff from SSE are very supportive for student interest and research, and they are very supportive with what we are interested in. So if we are interested in science, like in mangrove, there are teachers that will teach you and guide you for your interest and your research. And if you're interested in engineering and other stuff, there are teachers and people that will help you and guide you and will make you interested and or better in the future. So, and on the next one is that the SSE has a Tunghai Eco Village. The Eco Village is a field experience for the students to experience. So there are several stuff they want to do with this. It's a part of a bigger project for a sustainable project. So they want to see if they can live sustainably, like having a sustainable lifestyle, like grow their own food, to have a clean energy, and has a really good irrigation system. And from the Donghai Eco Village is an ongoing experiment to have to clean the wastewater so they can irrigate all the plants. Like from the picture, you can see there's papayas growing there, and there will be more in the future. So to introduce the team member, my name is William Daniel, or in Mandarin, Lin Meixiang. I am from Bali, Indonesia, 18 years old, and I am currently a freshman in the SSE program. So the SSE program is very interesting to me because the idea of sustainable and the future is green is very intriguing, because as we know, the world needs this program right now. We need to be thinking sustainably. We need to learn how to do it, and we need to do it as fast as possible. And the program is in English, but I'm still able to Mandarin in process. So the thing about the program is very convenient. So yeah, you can learn a new language, and then you can still study very well without having to compromise your grade. And taking part of the KGU competition will earn me a new experience and knowledge that is hard to gain. And it will also ask me to do things that I have never done before. So a new experience that I will. Okay, the next one.
Hello everyone, my name is Tongyo Shan. I came from Miaoli in Taiwan, and now I'm studying in SSC in sophomore. And now I'm trying to find a good idea for the senior project in the events like KGU or other international activities. And I'm also studying computer science, and which is including in AI part. And I want to try to do some research about AI between environment. And next one.
Yeah. I'm just start. I'm from Fujian, China. I'm also a sophomore student in SSC, and I also have double major in both SSC and computer science there. And I take part in the KGU program is to learn more about water pollution and ways to deal with them. And it's also for me to find my graduation project topic.
So that is all with the introduction from Donghai University. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Team Tonghai. Okay, next group is also comes from Taiwan. The team National Taiwan Normal University, please.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishan from National Taiwan Normal University in Taipei, Taiwan. I'm really excited to show you some fun facts about our country, school, and the Department of Chemistry, which all my partners and I are studying in. Though we can't visit one another because of the epidemic, there's a blessing in disguise that we can get more people to join us in this online event. Take a quick glance through the screen. Can you recognize where your country is? This is a map of Asia way much clearer, and here you are. Nice to meet you, neighbors. At the beginning, I'll make a brief introduction of Taiwan. We'll have a look on Taiwanese culture, go some sightseeing, and I'm gonna show you the honor of Taiwan. Without further ado, let's go to the night market. Stroll along the numerous stalls as you feast your eyes on the various foods. Pearl milk tea, Taiwanese sausage with sticky rice, and well-known stinky tofu, which has revolting smell but tastes really good. Get some freshly made pavilion milk on the street. To warm up your body, try herbal ribs of healthcare. Guabao is a Taiwan-style hamburger. Scallion, which is green onion. Scallion pancakes have crispy edges yet also a chewy texture. Simple but tasty. You should give it a try. There are more than 300 night markets located in Taiwan. Besides of advertising street foods, some of them also offer abundant entertainment and shopping choices too. You can have fun browsing around and give it a shot in the game zone. And it's time to our next station, the temples. The beautiful buildings have a highly symmetric design. Just like an ancient emperor palace, it is decorated by magnificent stone and wood carving. As the saying goes, the darker face the statue of a god has, the more pious believers of the god exist. The smoke of the incense was so strong that it blackened the wooden statue. There are also temples of remarkable contemporary art styles. Many tourists would love to check in while visiting this attraction. Of course, the most representative site in Taiwan must be the skyscraper, Taipei 101, which is the highest building in Taiwan. It used to be the highest building in the world from 2004 to 2009, which is kind of an honor of Taiwan. Speaking of the honor of Taiwan, we must mention Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. They have the most share of semiconductor market, and they are the manufacturer of chips used in iPhone 12 series. They also do intrinsic researches on their own. When it comes to cultivating professional talents, here we're gonna talk about a special form of cooperation among top universities. For example, the National Taiwan University System in Taipei. Since National Taiwan University, National Taiwan Normal University, and National Taiwan University of Science and Technology are three geologically related institutes of higher education, each with its own academic focus. The aim of this alliance program is to promote teaching and research activities, as well as resource integration in and across the three universities. Course selection and accreditation should be pursuant to relevant regulations of the student's home university. Then what does normal mean in the name of National Taiwan Normal University? Well, a normal school trains future teachers in educational norms. However, the students here can still have their options beyond being a teacher. We have a good international reputation. National Taiwan Normal University is ranked 331st in Best Global Universities by QS in 2020. Also, we've been highly recognized in education all over the world. And here I'm gonna tell you a more relaxing story about a special event held in the campus. Each June 5th is the birthday of National Taiwan Normal University, as well as the day of its unique Watermelon Festival. The watermelon as a symbol of love is a tradition at NTNU. The Watermelon Festival originated for two reasons. First is that many years ago, students were poor and also shy. They never knew how to express their feelings to those they secretly admired. It just so happens given that there were many cheap fruit stores near the campus. Secondly, watermelon sounds like my beauty, 我的美人 in Chinese, so students would use it to show their admiration and love and to convey their intention of courting a favorite lady or gentleman, of course. Different colored watermelons have different meanings. A red one means admiration and love, while a yellow one means friendship. However, in recent years, due to convenient transportation, students often go home directly during the holidays. As a result, the activity gradually transformed to online, such as the creation of exclusive Watermelon Festival line stickers, like this. On the other hand, as we mentioned before, besides of delicious street food, Shida Night Market is known for shopping for fashionable clothes. But you may also notice that there are tremendous vendors providing soy sauce-based food. Shida Night Market is right next to the headquarters of the campus, where most of the activities are held. Around 3 kilometers away is where the branch campus, aka College of Science, is located. Entering the vigorous green campus, let's now move on to the chemistry department. You may wonder what it would be like being a chemistry student. Well, we study fundamentals of chemistry in undergraduate. The study of modern chemistry has so many branches, but it can generally be broken down into 6 areas of study. The video in this QR code will give you more details if you are interested. Given chemistry is a fundamental science, enormous specialized techniques are on the basis of it. For example, forensic science, which is relating to scientific methods to the investigation of crime. Unraveling research nowadays is definitely to be interdisciplinary, going stretched and deeper. Finally, I'm gonna introduce my leader and my team members. First, meet our leader, Professor Minggang Cai, who is dedicated to computational chemistry research for renewable energy catalysis. Next, come to my partners, Sici, Jianping, Yixiang from Dr. Ye's Biochemistry Lab. They will give you a special talk about biosensing for water contamination in the following week. And let me introduce my partners, Juntao, Zhelun, who are responsible for this talk today with me together. We study physical chemistry and material chemistry in different fields separately. And here comes the end of my presentation. Thank you. It's my pleasure to make your acquaintance. Hope us all get loads out of it and enjoy. Take care.
Okay, thank you very much, Team National Taiwan Normal University. And Professor Chen, if you're here, could you give a talk? Okay, then let's move to the next group. So we have 2 groups from Udayana University. The first group who will give a presentation about the hexavalent chromium profile on the water in Bali and Java Island. Could you give your introduction, please?
All right, thank you, Professor. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope you're all feeling well today and stay healthy. So I will introduce you shortly about Udayana University. Udayana University was located in Indonesia in the island of the gods, Bali, and has been around since 29 September of 1962, with 30 faculties in it, especially in Faculty of Marine Science and Fisheries with two major studies, which are Marine Science and Aquatic Resource Management, which learn a lot more about aquatic, oceanic, and environment problem nearby it. And now, we from the first group of the Udayana University will introduce ourselves. First up, my friend William, time and place is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is William G. Arbum Alwer. I'm a person who is systematic in carrying out daily activities in order to achieve new experience and achievement, both in the short, medium, and long term. My major is marine science, and research interest is insurance for fishermen and heavy metal or PB. Apart from student, I'm a businessman in the field of the life insurance, event business, roadshow manager, villa rental, and local travel business. I hope that by joining this program, I can add to my insight, new experience, and new achievements, and also new friends. And thank you for giving me the chance to grow up. Thank you. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Indah Nurtira. I am an autonomous person and detail-oriented person. My major is aquatic resources management. My research interest is estimation of fish growth parameters. I like to learn something new now besides my thesis, my activity is teaching and manage a course. By joining this program, I hope I can learn many things that I haven't known before, and I have new relations. And I also it makes me know more Kwansei Gakuin University more because I'm interested in to continue my study in Kwansei Gakuin University. Thank you. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Irvanian Effendi and I love to live like a salmon life cycle. My major was aquatic resource management and my research interest was on management of fishing effectiveness and fish life cycle on freshwater. My hobbies are swimming, singing, observe various natural phenomena, and making a new way to solve something. I also have businesses in freshwater fish and providing bait for fishing vessel. My main reason on joining this program were to find more new experience on lesson and get to know more about the other country culture. I truly feel honored to join this program and I hope all lessons that I could get from this program will make some impact to the environment and also beneficial to the others. Next.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nimade Sita Aditya Putri. You can call me Sita. I'm confident, honest, and I have high spirit and motivation. I can work with a team, and I also like learn new things. I study at Aquatic Research Management study program, and my research interest in biological aspects of fish. And my hobby is dancing. I can dance, especially Balinese dance. And I hope when I join this program, I can meet new friends, new experience, and I know about science more. I'm ready to contribute this program, and I hope I can get a good experience for continue my study after I graduate in Udayana University. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohamed Iqbal. I like to try new things. My major is marine science. My research interest is remote sensing. I'm a musician and editor. I hope I can get a lot of experience and knowledge, and I'm very lucky to join this program, and I will utilize this chance. Thank you. Next.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Putri Stefani. I like to explore new places and find new things. My major is aquatic resource management, and my research interest is microbiology and parasitology. I joined this program. Sorry, I'm beside in university. My hobby is singing, reading, and playing some instruments. Why I joined this program is to learn about new cultures and find new experience. I feel happy and honored to be chosen as one of the participants. I hope I can gain lessons and also sharing my own knowledge to help each other and strengthen our relationship. Thank you. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Ibnu Fajar, you can call me Ibnu. And yeah, I'm a dreamer because every good dream begins with a dreamer and let's make it happen. Yeah, my major is aquatic resource management. My research interest is hexavalent chromium reducing bacteria. Yeah, besides student, I'm also a singer and I really like singing because by singing I can express what my mouth cannot say and let your heart sing. And yeah, by joining this program, and I hope I can make a new friends and so we can exchange our culture. And also I hope I can get a scholarship in Japan soon. And I am very honored to be a part of this program. So I hope we can get rid of our differences and build our similarities. And the next one.
Hello everyone, my name is Niwayan Putri Prakantikarya. You can call me Putri. I'm a cheerful person. My major is aquatic resource management, and my research interest is evaluation of the feasibility of waterfall tourism from a socio-economic aspect. And my hobby is dancing, especially Balinese dance. I hope I can continue my master study in KGU by scholarship after I graduate. I'm so grateful to being a part of this project because this is a great opportunities for my career in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, first group of the Udayana University. Okay, then second group, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. So today we're from Udayana University and from Group 2 of Student Exchange Council Gekuen University. We introduce ourselves. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Pandegatu Cahya Santaryoka. You can call me Cahya. I was born in 18 May 1919, and now I currently study in marine science. I have some achievement like winner 2019 outstanding student of the Faculty of Marine Affairs and Fisheries, runner-up 1 Bagus Faculty of Marine Science and Fisheries, and third place in the FK Unit KMPL Waste Recycling Competition. I'm interested to apply for student exchange program at Quincy Gekuen University because I would like to get important and valuable experience. As I know, the academic atmosphere in Japan has a high standard in research and innovation. So it will encourage my experience to be even better. Those experiences will demand me to the bright future. Next.
Hello everyone. My name is Sintanya Asri Nabungan. My nickname is Sintani. Date of my birth is 2 December 1999. And I'm a creative resources management. My achievement is I'm the first winner of Ecofire Creative Design Contest 2018. And my research interest is member society and environment. And I hope by joining this program can broaden my horizons and broaden my relationships. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me, I can't hear you. Please close to the mic.
Hello, everyone.
Excuse me, your voice is too small.
Okay.
Okay.
I will introduce my friend because we have problem with the laptop. So his name is Putu Bagaskara Windya Prayoga. You can call him Bagas. He's currently studying aquatic resource management, and now his activity experience is vice chairman of Marine Debris Squad Udayana and achieved top 9 group of entrepreneurship competition and workshop in the marine and fisheries sector, Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries. Next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nikita Sharma. You can call me Tika. I'm studying at Udayana University, major aquatic research management, and my achievement runner-up 1 GG Faculty of Marine and Science Fisheries 2017 and top 8 GG Karangasem 2019. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Pusiana. You can call me as Putu or Sugi. I am 21 years old and my major is marine science. I'm a person who like to do the research, especially in the marine environment. And for now, I'm in progress on a research collaboration with Oceanography Research Center in Indonesian Institute of Science to finish my thesis. And I'm also have interest of applying remote sensing technology, especially in a marine environment as a flagship program of our marine fisheries faculty. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Edi Purwanto. You call me Edi, and I come from Java, Indonesia, and studied at Udayana University Marine Resource Management Study Program. My hobby is exercising. In my experience, I have participated in a marathon race at the University March 11, included in the top 10 categories of student races. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Nikita Sharma. My nickname is Pindi. I'm 21 years old and now my major is aquatic resource management and my new activity experience is top 9 entrepreneurship competition and workshop in the marine and fisheries sector, Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries. Thank you.
That's all.
Okay, thank you very.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the second group of Udayana University. And next, we have 2 groups from the Pajajaran University. The first group is please give an introduction. First group, please.
Konnichiwa. Hello everyone. I'm Rico.
Hello.
I'm Rico from the first team of Pajajaran University, and I will introduce my team. First of all, Pajajaran University is a university that is located in West Java, Indonesia, and it was established on September 11, 1947. Pajajaran University was also one of the contributors to the venue for an important conference in 1945, there is the Asia-Africa Conference, where Bandung was appointed as a host. This is the view of Bandung and Jatinangor. We have two locations of our campus that is located in Bandung and Jatinangor. Our university has 16 faculties, and our team is from Mathematics and Natural Sciences faculty. This is the faculty of Pajajaran University too. And we are from the Department of Biology. And this is our team. The first one, I will introduce myself. I am Rico, and I am a third-year student in Pajajaran University, majoring in biology, especially in environmental microbiology, and my bachelor thesis is mainly focusing on the effect of pathogenic bacteria on fish. Next, I will introduce my team.
Hello everyone, my name is Tantani Buhti Amadea. You can call me Tanta, and I'm on my fourth year in the university, and my research in is plant physiology, and my bachelor thesis is mainly focusing on the effect of salinity stress on plants.
Next, Giovanna.
Yes, hello everyone. I am Giovanna Mersisai Purumanulang, majoring in biology from Pajajaran University, and year of 2017. My research interest is animal physiology, and my bachelor thesis is mainly focusing about the effect of Morinda citrifolia plant to use as an alternative osteoporosis medicine. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Daud Prasetyo, and you can call me Daud. And I major in biology from year of 2018, and my research interest is in the environmental and biology, also the biomedic.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Bita Rai Fatahila Samsir, or you can just call me Bita. I am a sophomore at the university, and my research interest is in animal conservation.
Okay, thank you. That's all from my team. I hope we can cooperate in this program. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Second group of Pajajaran, first group of the Pajajaran University. And then the second group, please.
Okay, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I hope my mic is clear. Because of the team one has briefly introduced our university, which is Pajajaran University, so I will just jump on our team introduction. So next slide, please. Okay, I am Rafifa Zahra. You can call me Zahra. I'm the leader of the team 2 of Pajajaran University. I am on 4th years in biology major, and my research interest is in bioscience, and I am currently making thesis about the effect of noni or Morinda citrifolia fruit on osteoporosis rats. Okay, thank you. Next.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alisha Isa Ahmad. I'm currently in my 4th year majoring in biology, and my research interest is freshwater and marine ecology. I'm currently doing thesis research about microplastic in freshwater hydrophytes. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm
Nabila Fitra Asyadira, but you can call me Asya. I'm now third year majoring in biology. My research interest is about plant molecular. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aninditya Putri Anugrah, or you can call me Anin. Now I'm a third year college student and majoring in biology. My research interest is about animal physiology. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Farel Radisa Muhammad Zahdi. I'm in second year in biology major, and my research interest is genetic biotechnology. Thank you.
So that's all our member in team 2. I hope we can have many good opportunities and we can learn many things in this exchange program.
Okay, thank you very much, Pajajaran University groups. Okay, next, groups comes from the Amity University. They have two groups, chemistry group and physics group. At first, chemistry group, please.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good morning also. It is our pleasure to represent our country and university at the esteemed Sakura Science Exchange platform. We are the students of Amity University, Noida, Uttar Pradesh, India. Let's begin with introducing ourselves.
A very good o'clock to everyone. My name is Aishwarya Arvind and I am pursuing Masters in Applied Chemistry from Amity University, Noida, India. I'm a research enthusiast and currently I'm working as an intern in CSIR Indian Institute of Dehradun, Petroleum. I have a research interest in the field of nanocatalysis, and in the coming future, I would like to utilize my knowledge and skills for the betterment of science and for the betterment of environment and humanity.
Good morning and afternoon, everyone. I am Ankita Thakuria, and I am doing my Masters of Science in Applied Chemistry from Amity University, Noida. I have done my graduation from Cotton University in Assam, which is a northeastern state of India. So I have keen interest in biochemistry and would like to go into research for my future endeavors. Currently, I am doing an internship in the field of developing biosensors for biomedical devices. Thank you.
Good evening and good afternoon to all. My name is Kripa Joseph. I'm a second year student of Masters in Applied Chemistry in Amity University, Noida. I pursued BSc Chemistry from Kerala, a southern state in India. Chemistry has always fascinated me. Currently, I'm completing an internship at the Inter-University Acceleration Center at New Delhi in the field of polymer chemistry. I hope to pursue a career in research in one of the premier institutes in India, and I am very fortunate to be a part of this program and share our knowledge with one another. Thank you.
Good morning and good afternoon to everyone. My name is Pajal Chetri and I come from West Bengal, which is a northeastern state in India. And I'm currently pursuing my master's in applied chemistry from Amity University, Noida. And I'm also doing my research internship in the field of organometallic chemistry. And my topic is ionic liquid supported shift-based ligands and their complexes. And I would also like to continue my future research in this field. Thank you.
Good morning and afternoon, everyone. My name is Shivam Barthwal, and currently I'm pursuing my Master's in Applied Chemistry from Amity University, Noida. I have done my graduation in Bachelor's of Science Research Chemistry with minor in Biotechnology from Shiv Nadar University. And I have a keen interest in scientific research, especially in the field of bioorganic and medicinal chemistry. And I would like to pursue my future endeavors in the same. Thank you.
Good morning and good afternoon to all. I'm Satchidanand Soham Gupta. I have completed my BSc in Industrial Chemistry from University of Delhi, and I'm currently pursuing my Master's in Applied Chemistry from Amity University. My research interests lie in the field of polymer sciences, nano and biomaterials. Currently, I'm enrolled as a project fellow at CSIR National Physical Laboratory, and I wish to further my career in research in allied fields. We are grateful to be guided by our professor, Dr. Kumar Rakesh Ranjan, who has been not a guidance only, but also a huge support in preparing for this competition.
To begin with, we would like to introduce our university to you. About Amity University. Amity is India's leading research and innovation-driven private university with about 24,000 publications, 1,430 patents, 8,000 faculties, and 145 ongoing projects. Amity has the mission to emerge as a center of excellence in all domains of science and technology and to contribute to the national mission of emerging as a knowledge superpower. Amity has the vision to not only just make excellent professionals, but also to develop the all-round personality of their students so that they can emerge as good individuals with understanding and regard for human values, pride in their heritage and culture, as well as a sense of right and wrong and a yearning for perfection. Amity offers graduate and undergraduate programs in more than 130 disciplines. It is a university with one of the highest number of international students in India.
Under the leadership and guidance of our director and head of the institution, Professor Sunita Rattan, Amity Institute of Applied Sciences offers both undergraduate and postgraduate programs in the field of chemistry, physics, mathematics, as well as statistics. The main thrust and philosophy behind the establishment of our institute is to promote in-depth undergraduate and postgraduate education and also conduct research in emerging areas of applied sciences. That is going to benefit not only our nation, but the world at large. The Amity University also undergoes collaborative research projects with various international universities and students.
To introduce our country, India, we would like to bring to you a few facts about country India, which would be fascinating. The name India has been derived from the river Indus, of the Indus River Basin, which was home to one of the world's earliest civilizations. Being one of the world's largest democracy, it has always been the epitome of freedom and harmony. With diverse population, it is a hub of cultural and ethnic diversity. India has always paved the way for the world in the field of research, the latest instance being the development of COVID-19 vaccines. Since ages, India has contributed in the field of medicine, surgery, astronomy, and most importantly, mathematics with the discovery of zero. Advanced mathematical studies such as algebra, trigonometry, and calculus were also developed in India centuries ago.
India is at number 5th in the world for scientific research, and our strength lie in the areas such as chemistry, pharmacy, life sciences, engineering, and information and communication technology. In the past few decades, prominent research institutions such as Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Science, CSIR Labs, ISRO, and DRDO have emerged as the world leaders in the field of research and development.
Research in science has been an integral part of Indian culture since ancient time. Art of practicing yoga in India has been a part of everyone from day-to-day life. Yoga is the science of self-improvement. It can optimize athletic workout to bring mind, body, breathe, and spirit into balance. It includes various asanas such as body postures, breathing exercise, meditation, and Surya Namaskar. I personally follow yoga in my day-to-day life for mental and physical well-being. India is also have a vast indigenous technology. One such is khadi, which is a form of a cloth made by hand-woven natural fiber by using a wooden instrument called charkha. India has also traditional medicinal system, which is called Ayurveda and Siddha. Ayurveda literal meaning is science of life. As we all are aware of the fact that universe is made up of five basic elements, which are earth, water, fire, air, and space. So the human body is composed of these five basic elements. Ayurveda and Siddha focus on these elements and balances the body by balancing these elements by using medicinal herbal system of medicines and minerals.
The Indian Space Organization, or ISRO, the pioneer space exploration agency of India, is one of the front runners in the global arena. It was launched in 1969 with a vision to develop and harness space technology for the country's growth and has launched 65 satellites and other projects as of now. Currently led by Dr. K. Shivan, ISRO is a dream job for many young individuals. India is emerging as the hub of digital skills. Our country spends about $1.6 billion annually on training workforce in the center. All major IT companies of the world have at least one unit in India. The IT and BPO sectors have flourished in India, boosting the GDP appreciably. The mere presence across the globe in various IT companies proves the involvement of Indians in the sector. Research also has played an important role in the economic development of the country. Therefore, R&D forms the basis of future competitiveness of any country. India has been growing and proudly taking the spotlight on the global stage. We thank you all humbly for giving us the time to acquaint you with us and our country. We have prepared our part in the given theme. It's named Water for Life, Challenges, Innovations and Changes, which will be presented in the due time. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much, chemistry group. Okay, next, physics group, please.
Greetings of the day to all present. I and my team members represent Team 2 from the Amity University, Noida. I am here to introduce my country, India. India, officially the Republic of India, is a country in South Asia. It is the second most populous country, the seventh largest country by land area, and the most populous democracy in the world. The Indian culture varies like its vast geography. People speak different languages, dress differently, follow different religions, eat different food, and but most importantly are of the same temperament. The beauty of the Indian people lies in their spirit of tolerance, give and take, and a composition of cultures that can be compared to a garden of flowers of various colors, while maintaining their own entity, lend harmony and beauty to the garden, India. During these corona times, our country has taken numerous attempts to prepare a successful corona vaccine. Our country has provided the corona vaccine to most of the countries at no cost or minimal cost. Despite being the second most populous country in the world, we managed to handle the corona situation in a proper manner with the least possible casualties. I would now like to introduce my university, Amity University. Amity University, Noida has India's first ISO certified Green University campus. Founder is President Dr. Ashok Kumar Chauhan. It is located in Noida, Uttar Pradesh. It was established in 2005 by an act of the State of Legislature of Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Ashok Kumar Chauhan, founder of Amity Education Group, to do something meaningful for the society, Today, it has equivocally assumed the role of the philanthropic arm of Amity, India's leading education group with 150,000 students, 10 universities, more than 150 institutions, and 14 overseas campuses. At Amity University, we focus on each and every student to bring out their full potential and empower them with a winning attitude. Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, AIAS, has been created to promote and develop pure and applied sciences, undertake teaching, research, and other development programs in different areas. From the inception, this institute has planned its academic programs, co-curricular and extracurricular activities to inculcate skills, abilities, and professional qualities to shape the budding youths into versatile scientists and promising innovators in their future career. I would now like to introduce my following team members.
I am Tanika Gupta. I've done my graduation in physics from Delhi University. Currently, I am pursuing Masters in Applied Physics from Amity University. I am a space science enthusiast and I am passionate to study about the cosmos, its origin, and how the universe works. I like to study optical physics, nuclear physics, quantum physics. I want to pursue research in the field of nuclear physics and work towards the betterment of my country. I feel really lucky to have been given this opportunity to give my best to solve the water crisis problem in our country along with my team members.
My name is Manish Singh. I have done my bachelor's in physics from Amity University, Noida. During my bachelor's, I have done many term papers in under supervision Dr. Pamla Shukla ma'am as follows: nonlinear optics, nuclear radiation detectors, and the quantum dots. The program leader during my bachelor's is Dr. Gautam Singh. He is guiding me very carefully. And now I am pursuing my master's in physics from Amity University, Noida. Under my program leader is Dr. S.P. Singh. He is guiding very carefully to all of us, and my interest in earth and space science and nuclear physics also. I am a physics enthusiast, responsible and professionally committed with great knowledge in nuclear physics, electric and electronics, mechanics and quantum physics backed with calculus, and having a great passion in physics and innovation, desire to become a great Indian scientist.
I am Tanu Garg. I have done my bachelor's in physics from Delhi University and I'm currently pursuing my master's in applied physics from Amity University. I'm a physics enthusiast, a woman of science, passionate for physics, especially plasma and quantum physics. I had a great hold on electronics and optical physics. I am highly dedicated towards my work and being responsible. I have potential to work for the best and with the best. I uh, I have an aspiration to work remarkably in the field of physics, and the interest of the physics I have is in astrophysics.
I am Hina Arora. I have done my graduation from Ramjas College, Delhi University, and I am currently pursuing Masters in Applied Physics from Amity University, Noida. I am a physics enthusiast with great knowledge in lasers and spectroscopy, quantum mechanics, mathematical physics, backed up with calculus. I desire to become a researcher in the field of laser and spectroscopy.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ritika Gupta. I've done my graduation from Delhi University. I am a physics enthusiast, responsible, and professionally committed with great knowledge in wave optics, laser, and it is backed up with calculus. I have a great passion in physics and innovation, and I desire to become a great scientist. My interest lies in nuclear physics, atomic and molecular physics, and quantum mechanics.
I am Harsh Jain. I have done my bachelor's from Amity University, Noida, under the supervision of Dr. Gautam Singh. During my bachelor's time, I have written two-term paper under the supervision of Dr. Pramila Shukla ma'am. I am currently pursuing my master's from Amity University, Noida, under the supervision of Dr. S.P. Singh, sir. I am a physics enthusiast, responsible and professionally committed with great knowledge in wave optics and laser, semiconductor devices, electronics, backed with mathematical tools. I have a great desire and passion in physics and innovation. I desire to become one of the great Indian scientists as well as to nurture the mind of young generations, upcoming young generations. Now, I would like to conclude by saying thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay. All the introduction finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, the physics group of the Amity University. Okay, next we move to the teams of BNE group, group of college. They have two groups. Okay, first group, please.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, so Namaskar. I am Dr. Tarun Kumawat, Coordinator Research and Development at Vianney Group of Colleges, India. I welcome all of you. So here I would like to give a short presentation about our country, about our institution. So I'm sharing the screen with. Yes, is it visible?
Okay.
So first of all, I would like to thank you KGU for Sakura Science Plan online exchange meeting with the support of JST. Initially, I would like to introduce you about my country, India. India is one of the ancient civilization in the world and is also the seventh largest country in the world. India is one of the best countries in the world for many reasons. Acceptance of people of other religions, the closely bounded family culture, the biggest democratic nation, and the fastest growing economy. The Biani Group of Colleges is located at Pink City, that is Jaipur, in the state of Rajasthan. The Biani Group's foundation mission is society development through technical education and women empowerment. The Biani Foundation thought is to integrated academic collaboration with industry and society. The journey of the Biani Group was started in 2005, and right now 12 institutions are running in Jaipur, India, and more than 6,000 students are studying in these institutions. These 12 institutions are running in these three campuses. The Biani Group also established his two startups and one NGO for society development, supporting girl education and women empowerment. So here I am playing a short video of Biani Group of colleges. Okay. I'm sharing new share.
Excuse me, sound does not come.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, it's an internet issue. So the BNE Biosolution Private Limited is situated in India, that is our startup, and Bioseed Corporation is in Japan. The mission of both startups is to strengthening healthy environment and healthy lives. Biani Japan relationship started 15 years ago with the mission to encouraging the spirit of research, innovation and cultural exchange and having vision of interdisciplinary collaboration beyond border. We have collaboration with Saitama University, Akita Prefectural University, JAIST, Kyushu, Alfresha, Biodevice Technology, Bioseeds Corporation, Tanaka, Wellbrew, and many more. India-Japan Academic Conference, that is BICON, Indian Student Placement in Japan, Internship Program for Japanese students, and bilateral projects are the major BNE-Japan activities. India-Japan Academic Conference BICON is the annual one-week event to building relationship by inventing academics from Japan. Indian student placements in Japan with short-term (weeks to months) internship program and long-term such as ME, PhD and postdoc programs. 72 students of India visited Japan since 2006 and 63 students of Japan visited India till now in different programs. In internship program for Japanese students, we facilitate traditional culture such as food, attire, yoga, art, exchange, as well as industry and historic site tour in India. Our ongoing bilateral projects are TITP program with Well Group, PSC project with Kyushu University, HIV project with Kyoto University, and New Guard project with JAIST. Or one of major achievement is visit of Japan ambassador to Biani College. The purpose of the visit was to have a healthy interaction session with the students and faculty of BGC who have been active member of Indo-Japan Exchange Program. Japan Ministry of External Affairs recognized our efforts in building the friendly relations between India and Japan and awarded the Foreign Minister's Commendation for financial year 2017. The Group 1 of Biani Group of Colleges will discuss about mobile electrochemical sensing platform for silent epidemics of heavy metal poisoning in water in India, whereas Team 2 will discuss about natural zeolite-based purification system for providing safe drinking water to everyone. So finally, I wish to profoundly thank to KGU for their support and all of you for your valuable time and hope that the presentations in the coming weeks would be fruitful and constructive. Here, I would like to request all the participants of Group 1 and Group 2 to give their introduction in brief one by one. So please, I would like to request Dr. Shilpa Bhargav, please give your introduction.
I would like to thank for giving this opportunity to introduce myself. I, Dr. Shilpa Bhargav, am assistant professor in the Amity Group of College. My research interest area is medical biotechnology. I have completed my PhD work of Department of Biotechnology from University of Rajasthan, India. My research was based on anti-hyperglycemic effect. I have published 8 research papers in scientific and peer-reviewed in international journal. During in my job, I have completed one DST project on cadmium toxicity. So I enjoy challenges and look forward to opportunity where I will be to assume more responsibility. I'm very happy to as a team member and opportunity to become a mentor within this field. I would like to thank you, organizing committee and Sakura Science Program and Research and Development Director Professor Manish Bihani to giving this opportunity. Now I welcome Anjali Pandit to introduce herself. So please over to Anjali Pandit. Thank you.
Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. I am Anjali Pandit from Biyani Group of Colleges, India. At present, I'm pursuing undergraduation in biotechnology. The blend of biology and technology has fascinated me since the starting of my school time. And this is the incentive for me choosing biotechnology as my career shaper. The curiosity to know more and gather good knowledge of the subject has kept me associated with the lab and research work and since the starting of my undergraduation. The journey began with learning basic techniques and measures to work in lab, and now I feel I'm a step ahead in applying and planning and designing my own research titles with the help of my mentors. In the second year of my undergraduation, I had my training work that involved quantitative and qualitative analysis of various fruits and vegetables for different phytochemicals. In the final year of my undergraduation, I'm working on nanotechnology. And I would like to add here that my dissertation title also revolves around our theme, that is water. And my aim is to synthesize nanoparticles from kitchen waste and utilize it in water purification process. This is not just, I still need to explore more in biotechnology. And now that I'm at the edge of completing my undergraduation, I feel I have learned a number of new things and there's still a lot to be reached. Apart from this, I am glad to be a part of this online Sakura Science program, as it has provided me an international platform to interact and exchange knowledge. Talking about water is a never-ending process, but scarcity and contamination are the major concerns. I believe that this program will end up with discussing both the water problems and the solutions. Now I would like to welcome Ms. Neerat Kandwani to give her words of introduction. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm Neerat Kandwani from India, currently pursuing BSc Biotechnology third year from Biyani Group of Colleges. I opted biotechnology as my subject as it gives me a large area of research and exploration. With this, I have continued in my second year. I have done my training on. I studied and worked on keratinophilic fungi isolated from bird's feather, especially pigeon and chicken, which were grown on different areas collected soil. In my third year, I am working on the molecular characterization of these keratinocytes. Also, I am involved in exploring my ideas that can change my research plan to the business plan. And you know what the interesting part is? And you know what the interesting part is? These feral pigeons' feathers can accumulate heavy metals and are the good source of bioindicators. These heavy metals are accumulated on feral pigeons and can leach out to the natural environment. So this is the major cause of heavy metal contamination. So my study can prove out to be a very a good source that can reduce heavy metal contamination in nature. So also the biodegradation of these keratinous waste can give such products that are very helpful in industrial applications, such as that this can be very helpful in paper and pulp industry. We can manufacture biodegradable paper. Also, this is used as fodder for cattle. Also, this is an excellent source of biofertilizer. So toxicity of water is a major issue to concern these days, and heavy metals are major source of contamination. So we need to take urgent measures that can reduce this heavy metal contamination in water bodies till it becomes a pandemic. Thank you. Now I would welcome Manya Sharma Didi.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me such opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Manya Sharma. I'm from India. I'm pursuing Masters in Chemical Science and a specialization in Organic Chemistry. I did my undergraduate in Bachelor's in Science. Major area of studies are Chemistry, Botany, and Geology from Biyani Group of Colleges affiliated by Rajasthan University. Major area of interest are doing work related to the researches. I enjoy research-related work to organic synthesis, biochemistry, and analytical chemistry. My strength is I am self-motivated, hard worker, quick learner, and a disciplined person. My short-term goal is to get a good job which is related to the research work, and my long-term goal is to become scientist. As we all know that water is precious for us. It will make 60% of adult body weight. Human cannot store water. It is losing water either through urination, breathing, and defecation. Beside these essentiality, we are wasting water. 865 million gallons of water generated per year worldwide, which is discharged directly into the natural sources through which it will enter in our life. So before consuming this water, we have to detect it, either it is safe or not. And at last, once again, I want to say thank you for giving me such opportunity by Sakura online conference. Thank you. Now I would like Bhumika Sharma for further introduction.
Very good morning to the distinguished guests and fellow participants of Sakura Science. I welcome you all. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Bhumika Sharma, and I'm an enthusiastic and determined girl. Coming to my educational qualifications, I pursue my bachelor's in biotechnology. I opt for biotech because it is an interdisciplinary branch of science, which gives an ample of opportunities to those who want to explore the new and modern frontiers of science. Coming to my training experience, I have completed my training in the second year of my graduation from Biyani Group of Colleges. And my topic was comparative analysis of Vigna radiata and Vigna aconitifolia in chemical and organic waste soil and performing TLC. Along with my training work, I also did my poster presentation in 2019 in the 14th India-Japan International Conference of Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations to Transform Our World. As it was a great experience altogether, as I want to make my contribution to the society to being a part of this program amongst the talented people from all around, as I want to say that there are a number of countries experiencing the water stress, and increasing drought and desertifications is already worsening these trends. Now we have to assure the water level is decreasing, so we have to provide the safe water and affordable drinking water to each and every individual. In the last, I would like to thank Sakura Science Program for giving me this wonderful opportunity to introduce myself on this virtual platform. Now I would like to request Dr. Vishnu Sharma sir to please introduce himself. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Good afternoon to all and morning also. It is my pleasure to introduce myself at this online global platform. Myself, Dr. Vishnu Sharma, research scientist at Biani Group of College, India. My major research interest areas are water reclamation technologies, recycling of water waste, and nanotheragnostics. As it is most common that each country is focusing on the safe and healthy drinking water. In this concern, we have also prepared an approach based on natural geolite based purification systems to handle this crisis. This approach is completely eco-friendly and based on a zero liquid waste strategy. And with it, I am actively engaged as researcher with our research teams on projects like rapid on-site heavy metal detections and removal of heavy metal in drinking water, development of alcohol-free hand sanitizer to challenging virus X, and development of electrochemical pepper stamp for a self-swab RN test of COVID-19. With the concluding words, I would like to pass my gratitude and thanks to the organizing committee, Sakura Science, KGU University, our R&D Director, Professor Manish Biani sir, and to our institution management to give me this opportunity. Now, in end, I would like to invite Dr. Yasna to continue.
Thank you, sir. Greetings of the day. My name is Dr. Yashna Jain. I am working as Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Biani Group of Colleges, Jaipur, India. It is utmost pleasure to be a part of KGU Sakura online program. I have completed my PhD from Malviya National Institute of Technology, Jaipur, India. Duration of my PhD, I have published many papers in reputed journals like Carbohydrate Research, ACS, etc. My major research interest is synthesis of fluorescent biocompatible material from sugar and amino acids by using nanocatalyst. I wish to convey my gratitude to the organizing committee and our Research and Development Director, Professor Manish Biani sir, for giving me such opportunity to interact on vibrating topic, the water challenges. Taking part in this program will learn a new experiences and knowledge. Thank you. I would like to invite Ms. Preeti Nan for her introduction. Preeti Nan.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Preeti Nain, and I am a student of biotechnology at Biani Group of Colleges, India. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers and respected teachers and my seniors for giving me this opportunity to participate in this program. As we all know, only 2 to 3% of water available on Earth is fresh water, and most of it is suffering from global water pollution. So there is an urgent need for the procurement of good quality consumable water. In this approach, we have tried to come up with a new water filter system which is eco-friendly and is based on zero waste water management. Now, I would like to invite my teammate Rashi to further continue the discussion. Thank you.
Yeah, a very good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank all the organizers of KGU Sakura Science Program and our R&D Director, Professor Manish Biani sir, for giving us an opportunity to take part in this program. And today, it's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Rashi Garg. I am an undergraduate student majoring in biotechnology at Biani Group of Colleges that is affiliated to University of Rajasthan, India. In my second year, I have done my research work on defluoridation of water using Azadirachta indica, Ocimum teniflorum, and Catharanthus roseus plants as a bioadsorbent. Recently, I have published my first book chapter entitled Electrokinetic Assisted Bioremediation and Phytoremediation for the Treatment of Polluted Soil in the book series of Springer Nature. I wish to continue my research work in the field of molecular theragnostics and water reclamation techniques. The purpose of being participated in this program is to explore more about the current water crisis that are occurring worldwide. Thank you so much. Now, I would call Agrima Bhatt for her introduction.
Hello everyone. Myself Agrima Bhatt in the Sakura Science Program representing Vianney Group of Colleges, India, affiliated to the University of Rajasthan alongside with my teammates. It's a very proud moment for me to participate in this prestigious competition. I'm currently doing my final year of undergraduate studies in science with my major in biotechnology. With this opportunity, I aim to become an active researcher and an avid learner of science. My research interest areas are particularly towards synthetic biology and applied biotechnology. I'm studying and working towards the current water crisis that is prevalent due to the toxic contaminants and pollutants present all over the globe. Recently, my publication entitled Sustainable Techniques for Building Waste was accepted in the book series of Springer Nature, which is Ecological and Health Effects of Building Materials. In future, I wish to continue my research activities in the master's program and further contribute towards social welfare. Now, I would like to call upon my teammate Nikita Sharma to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nikita Sharma. I'm a student of post-graduation in biotechnology as my majors at Biani Girls College, affiliated with University of Rajasthan, India. I have done my bachelor's in life science. The positive exposure of life science during my bachelor's and the deep inclination towards the practical knowledge and technical advancements were my driving force, which led me to pursue my master's degree in science. Currently, my research work is based on nanobiotechnology. As common, water permeates the cultural, social, economical, and political fabric of the world. Also, it is a cross-cutting issue that is of critical importance for the world. One of the major problems related to it is heavy metal contamination. While some amount of metals in the drinking water is normal and even required, but if the level goes beyond to the set limits, it can lead to a certain range of diseases. So our presentation's focus in the coming days will be on a sustainable solution for the heavy metal removal from the water. My aim is to refine and utilize my knowledge and practical skills which I've gained through my masters to work and to give my career a better direction in the biotech industry in future. The purpose of the participation in this program is to contribute to the welfare of human mankind and to learn and explore the scientific principle in practice for a better solution. In the end, I would like to bring our introduction to a close by thanking Wansei Gaikuin University for giving us the opportunity to present in this online Sakura program. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much, teams Vianney Group of Colleges. Okay, before entering into the, moving to the final session, I'd like to call Professor Chen. Professor Chen, are you here? Okay, I'm sorry, but today he is absent. Okay, then anyway, I'm very looking forward to your presentation from the next week. Okay, then let's move to today's final session. Professor Tsuboi of Kwansei Gakuin University will give a lecture about water. Professor Tsuboi belongs to the Department of Applied Chemistry for Environment. He is investigating petrology, geology, and geochemistry. Okay, Professor Tsuboi, please.
Thank you very much, Professor To. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Motohiro Tsuboi. First of all, it's my honor to give you a lecture in this 2021 Sakura Science Program. My presentation title is Water and its Use, Insights from Earth and Social Sciences. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Motohiro Tsuboi, and I am a geologist. And I am a professor at Department of Applied Chemistry for Environment, School of Science and Technology, Kansei University. I have graduated Nagoya University and got a PhD degree in 2005. And I started my work on Kansei University from 2005. And my research area is petrology and geochemistry, including elemental and isotopic analysis of rocks and minerals. My current research focuses on the petrogenesis of granitic rocks in the continental crust of the Earth. But first, I will introduce our school, School of Science and Technology, Kansei University. The Faculty of Science at Kansei University was established in 1961. At the time of its founding, there were only 2 departments, physics and chemistry. There were only 100 students per grade, 50 in the physics department and 50 students in the chemistry department. So it was famous for being the smallest science department, the smallest school in science field in Japan. And he is the first dean. His name is Professor Nitta Isamu Nitta. He is a great expert in X-ray crystallography. And he has received various awards, including the Order of Cultural Merit in Japan. You know that the Faculty of Science at Kansei University was founded in 1961, and there were 2 departments. And in 2002, we moved to the current Sander campus and newly established the Department of Biology and the Department of Informatics. And then we have new departments such as mathematics, human systems, and in 2015, we have 9 departments, including nanotechnology, environmental, applied chemistry, and biomedicals. And in April 2021, in this year, next April, maybe almost next month, almost 1 month later, these departments will be joined by 4 new faculties, such as Biological and Environmental Sciences, School of Science, School of Technology, and School of Architecture. So we have a long history of 60 years. And also, we cover many different areas of natural sciences and also technology. I belong to the Department of Applied Chemistry for Environment, School of Biological and Environmental Sciences. So this is our motto. We create future technologies which can realize a brighter future by investigating comprehensively from material synthesis at an atomic level to environmental research on a global scale. This is an explanation of my department, applied chemistry for environment. The consideration towards the global environment is an important issue that we cannot avoid for a bright future. In our department, we promote education and research with an emphasis on how we make use of chemistry for our life by learning the basics of chemistry. We pursue new technologies to achieve a better life without giving a load to the environment, and we contribute to the making of an eco-friendly future using multiple approaches specific to chemistry. And our department consists of 3 research fields, such as like this. One is the synthesis of highly functional materials without giving a load to the environment. And group 2, a search for new functions of materials reduce environmental load by elucidating the various natural phenomena such as photosynthesis and photocatalyst and so on. And group 3, I belong to the group 3, and group 3 is survey and analysis of global environment and the substance circulation in the earth. I belong to the group 3. Okay, so now let's move to the topic of this lecture. Have you ever heard SDGs? Maybe most of you know this word, SDGs. The SDGs are universal goals applicable not only to developing countries, but also developed countries, and pledge leave no one behind through the implementation process. It is a sustainable development goal agreed upon by the world for the year 2030, almost 10 years later. There are 17 projects such as no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitization, and so on. This lecture focuses on water. So water is a key. Water is involved in these SDGs issues, projects. So among the SDGs goals, water is directly related to these challenges. Number 2, number 6, number 7, and number 13, 14, and 15. However, also, water is also indirectly related to many more challenges. So water is a key for SDGs project. So let's look at water from various angles. We live on the earth, and also you live on the earth. And also I am a geologist, so I research the earth and also rock samples on the earth. However, the earth consists not only the rock, but also the water. So the earth is the water planet. Earth is known as the planet of water. So let's take a look how the earth was formed first. the Earth was created about 4.6 billion years ago. The Earth was formed by the collision of several planetesimals, very small planets. When the Earth was born, it was extremely hot, like this. The entire surface of the Earth was covered with magma. You know magma. So it is called the Magma Ocean. At this time, the Earth was very, very hot. As I said, the Earth was formed by accretion of planetesimals, very small planets, or meteorites. And we can get meteorite samples. And the age of the meteorites concentrates 4.55 billion years ago. So we can estimate the age of our planet Earth, 4.6 billion years ago. Earth, a miraculous planet. There are planets in our solar system. Let's focus on water and compare the characteristics of Earth with Venus and Mars. You know, Venus and Mars are our neighborhood of the Earth. So this is a Venus, and the mass of the Venus is almost the same as the Earth. It is close to the sun and high temperature. So water on the Venus is decomposed into hydrogen and oxygen. And hydrogen dissipates to outer space, so go away. So there are no water on Venus. So how about Mars? The Mars gravity is only half of the Earth. So water vapor also dissipates to outer space. So both of Venus and Mars has no water, but our Earth has water, contain water. Due to its mass and gravity, the Earth is a special planet that stores water. We are very happy to live on the Earth. So this shows the distribution of water on the Earth. Let's check the distribution of water on the Earth. Only 3% of water. Only 3% of water on the surface is fresh. The remaining 97% resides in the ocean. It's saline. Or fresh water, from here to here, 69 resides in glaciers. 30% is contained in underground. And less than 1% is located in lakes, rivers, and swamps. So only 1% of the water on the Earth's surface is usable by humans. And 99% of usable quantity is situated underground, not on the surface. So water is very rare on the surface of the Earth. So Another topic. This is almost advanced research on Earth's water. This research was conducted at the Tokyo Institute of Technology in Japan in 2014, so about 6 years ago. 6 or 7 years ago, Hirose and team have discovered a large amount of hydrogen present in the Earth's core. This evidence shows that the Earth during the time of formation had a large amount of water, 80 times that of ocean water, but that the majority of it has been incorporated into the core. You know, Earth consists of core, mantle, and crust. We live on the crust, but core part also contain much water they discovered. So this study was published in Science Journal, and this is the abstract of this study. Secondary ion mass spectrometry measurements show that Earth's representative lower mantle minerals synthesized in a natural periodic composition can dissolve considerable amounts of hydrogen. It is unbelievable. Both magnesium silicate-rich perovskite and magnesium wustite contain about 0.28% H2O, and CaSiO3-rich perovskite contains about 0.4% of H2O. The OH absorption bands in magnesium perovskite and magnesium wustite were also confirmed with the use of infrared microspectroscopic measurements. Earth's lower mantle may store about 5 times more H2O than oceans. So much water contained in the core part of the Earth, or mantle part of the Earth. Also, I am a geologist, so I will show you how the water works on the geology. This is also the advanced research on Earth's water. You know, of course, the rock samples, maybe rock are very common or was heard, and but we first think that rocks contain no water. It is very dry. It looks like very dry. However, if we use the infrared spectroscopic technique like this, we can detect water even in the dried rock minerals. You can see some peaks, and this peak suggests that H2O were contained in the dried rocks. So analysis of water contents in minerals. The amount of water contained in solid earth is 5 times that of the sea water. Also, water affects the minerals. Micro-infrared spectroscopy can be used to determine the distribution of the amount of water in a rock. And water in minerals changes the physical properties of minerals. These pictures are gained by the mapping of infrared images of rock thin sections, the rock thin sections. And this is a micro Fourier transfer infrared mapping of the water in the mineral. These red parts contains much water. So the water changes the physical properties of minerals. For example, it can soften the minerals. And this changes the physical properties of the deep underground. So this is also related to the study of earthquakes, because water changes the physical properties of minerals. So this study related to the earthquake study. It is called seismology, for example. So water roles are very important. Water has a very important role for earthquake. Also, water is very cold, but related to the volcano. If the water enters to the rock, the melting point of the rock decreases. This is a phase diagram of rocks. This is a depth. This is a surface, and 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers, and this horizontal axis shows the temperature. And you can see two lines. This is a melting curve of dried rocks. So under the dry condition, rock can be magma more than under 1000 or 1500 degrees centigrade. However, if the water enters to the rock, this melting curve changes like this. And even under the less than 100 degrees centigrade, rock can be magma. So also water has a very important role for producing magmas. So water is written as H2O. Everyone knows that water molecule consists of hydrogen and oxygen. This is a periodic table of elements. So hydrogen is here and oxygen is here. This is the abundance of elements in the universe. This is a unit. And also the abundance, elemental abundance of crust and elemental abundances of human body. What elements are our body made of? Oxygen, carbon, and hydrogen, mainly. How about Earth's crust? Also, oxygen, silicon, the third one is aluminum. How about the universe? 71% hydrogen and 27% of helium. Why is there such a difference? This is a diagram that shows the abundance of each element in the universe. So horizontal axis shows the atomic number of each element, and vertical axis shows the abundance of each element. You know that this is a log scale. You know that hydrogen and helium abundances are very high. Almost all universe are made from hydrogen and helium. and the abundances of heavier elements are lower. So how about iron and gold? Iron is here and gold is here. So which do you choose? Iron hammer made by iron and hammer made by gold. Of course, you choose gold hammer because the abundance of gold is very rare. So why these differences occurs? The key to solve the problem is the Big Bang. So let's take the birth of the universe. So this is a history of our universe. The universe was born with the Big Bang. The Big Bang was occurred in 13.8 billion years ago. At the moment of the birth of the universe, there were no elements. So what happened after the Big Bang? The first 3 minutes is very important. Not the first 3 years, but the first 3 minutes of the universe. Hydrogen and helium occurred after 3 to 4 minutes later from the Big Bang. The condition was very, very high temperature and under very, very high density. Hydrogen and helium were occurred very early time. So the universe is rich in helium and hydrogen. How about oxygen? The key is the sun. Why is the sun hot? Is the carbon burning on the sun? No. The answer is nuclear fusion, like this. This nuclear fusion is a key to solve the problem. In the sun, 4 hydrogens are fused together to form helium. This is nuclear fusion. Oxygen was created by the nuclear fusion in a star. As the temperature rises, further various fusion reaction occurs like this. This is called CNO cycle. In this way, oxygen was created in the stellar interior. In this way, oxygen was created. So water was created from hydrogen and oxygen. Both of elements, hydrogen and oxygen, were produced in the universe and in the stellar interior. Okay. What elements are found in the natural water? This is bottled water. And this is a component of natural water. Of course, energy is 0. Protein 0, fat 0, but sodium 1 milligram, phosphorus, potassium, caffeine, no. Calcium, magnesium, and potassium are contained in the natural waters. So natural water contains these elements. So how do we evaluate the water quality? If we can measure these elements and these anions, we can characterize the water quality. So these diagrams are called hexadiagram of measure ions. Water quality is characterized by relative proportions of cations and anions. So if we measure these elements, you can make hexadiagrams and check the water quality. Water quality is characterized by relative proportions of the above cation and anion. So this is a result of seawater. You can see these shapes. And rain in Japan, it shows like this, completely different. Or sometimes the hexadiagram shows like this, or like this, like fish, or like this, wine glass shape, etc. So if you measure these cations and anions and make hexadiagrams, and then we can evaluate their water quality or water characteristics of the water. So this is a diagram of impacts of natural environment and human activity on water quality within the hydrologic cycle. So you know that water is circulating on the Earth's surface. So you can see some hexadiagrams here. So on the sea, you can see a wine glass shape hexadiagrams, and also on the underground water, you can see a fish-like hexadiagrams, or just like a hexagonal, like that. Also, this is a hexadiagrams of groundwater in the northeastern Osaka area. Northeastern Osaka area, it's near from our campus. You can see hexadiagrams, many hexadiagrams like this. Here, 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 here. This is a river. And downtown Osaka locates here. So if you make hexadiagrams like this on the map, you can compare the water origin or water characteristics on the land. By using hexadiagrams, we can estimate the origin of the water. I will show you some topic about phosphorus in the environment in Japan. Also, phosphorus is contained in the water. And you know, phosphorus is contained detergents and fertilizers. Also, it causes of eutrophication. This is 3 elements for fertilizer: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Nitrogen is essential ingredients for growth nitrogen, and phosphorus promotes flowering and fruiting, and potassium makes the plant body strong. This is phosphorus. Very important element. However, phosphorus makes some trouble in the environment. Elemental pollution of water in Japan red tide in Osaka Bay. Osaka Bay is also near our campus, located near our campus. So in Lake Biwa and Osaka Bay, eutrophication is progressing due to the effects of domestic wastewater. Red tides and algal blooms are still a serious problem today. This was a very serious problem 30 or 40 years ago. But nowadays, it becomes better. So this is our new problem. Nutrient deficiencies in the ocean in Japan. Nutrient deficiencies in the ocean. It causes fewer fish in the Seto Inland Sea. The amount of nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, etc., dissolved in the ocean has decreased. Firstly, we think this is a very good for environment, but it makes trouble now. There is less plankton to feed on fish. So the amount of fish decreases because the phosphorus content of seawater decreased. So the water, seawater, is too clean. It is a new problem for us. Anyway, elements in water is very important. So we have to measure these elements by instruments. We use these instruments for the measurement of elements in the water. One is ICP, inductively coupled plasma analysis. The second one is ion chromatography. The third one is chelate titration. Inductively coupled plasma instrument is like this. We have more than 3 or ICP, inductively coupled plasma instruments in our department. And we can measure elements, trace amount of elements using plasma to analyze trace elements in water. Also, this is ion chromatography system, and we can measure an ion in the water using this system. Also, we have this system in our department. And the third one is a chelate titration. Chelate titration analysis is used to determine the hardness of water, such as magnesium or calcium. So let me introduce some examples of our group's research on water quality in Japan. This work was done by Iki. He is from Indonesia, master course student. The title is Monitoring of Rare Earth Elements and Gadolinium Speciation of the Muko River by Inductively Coupled Plasma Mass Spectrometry. This is a periodic table, you know, and rare earth element is located here from lanthanum to lutetium. These elements are outside of the table from here to here. And rare earth elements are not rare earth elements are widely for industrial products, such as holmium to surgical lasers. Gadolinium is used for the contrast agent in magnetic resonance imaging, MRI. Neodymium is used for the rare earth magnet, or europium is used for the fluorescent substance. Rare earth elements are important and widely discharged to the nature. In this study, we emphasize for the gadolinium. In the next slide. So this is the gadolinium content of seawater in San Francisco Bay. These are the years from 1993 to 2013. And the vertical axis shows the gadolinium content of the seawater. So year by year, the value increases. We want to know why these values are increasing. So the aim of study is monitoring the rare earth element distribution and gadolinium speciation of the Muko River in Sanda area. And the study goal is to research the impact of rare earth elements from human activities. So this is the map of Sanda area. Our campus locates here. This is big city Osaka. This is Kobe city, and our campus locates near Kobe city. And there is a very clean river. The name is Muko River. And we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 samples from the Muko River. And there is a sewage treatment plant here. So this is the picture of water sampling scene. We research on the field like this. We have collected water samples. She is from Indonesia. She is from China. Many foreign students are studied in our university. At the sampling site, we measured water temperature, pH, and electrical conductivity. And then we went to the campus laboratory and we did filtration and measured elements by ICP-MS, inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry. This is the result. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 indicates the sampling point. And these parts shows the concentration of each element. This is aluminum, vanadium, chromium, manganese, arsenic, silver, like this. We can measure many elements using inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry. These are the results of rare earth elements: yttrium, lanthanum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, samarium, and in this study, we focused on the gadolinium. This is the result of gadolinium. Sampling point 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 has almost the same gadolinium content. However, sampling point 4, the value is very, very high. These are the results of other rare elements. Especially, gadolinium shows this anomaly value only sampling point 4. So gadolinium is used as a contrast agent in MRI in the hospital. So gadolinium injected into the human body, and then it created to the outside environment. And from sewage treatment plants to rivers, it moves. And also gadolinium contrast agent has many types, such as like this. So gadolinium concentration is much higher in sampling point 4 than other sampling points. Sampling point 4 locates here. Light rare earth elements have much lower concentration in sampling point number 4 comparing to other rare earth elements. This is our result. And you can see that near the sampling point 4, the sewage treatment plant locates. This is a key. Also, we can estimate the speciation of gadolinium using these systems. So we can separate these types by using these systems. And we can detect some gadolinium we can detect the gadolinium contrast agent on the river in the river water. Okay, I showed some examples of our study about water. So let's study together at Kansei Gakuin University, Japan. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Tsuboi. His lecture included many aspects of the water. I didn't expect that the big one appears in the water story. So I'd like to accept a few questions in regard to the lecture, if any. Are there any questions or comments? Okay, I have a question. So you sampled the at the Muko River.
Yes.
And I think the result depends on the weather. So after the rainy day, so how do you treat such a weather difference?
Yes.
As a measurement?
That is a very important question. And we have collected on water sample on the same day. So the weather condition is almost the same. Samples. So,
okay, thank you. So any other question? Okay. Okay. 聞こえない。Is there any causes other than mass and gravity? Oh, I think there's a question in the chat. Could you check the chat, Professor Tsuboi?
there are two questions.
I think so.
Is there any causes other than mass and gravity that causes the water happen to appear in Earth, then slowly build a new life in this planet? And why the most of water on the Earth was oceanic, not the fresh water? Yes. I think most of the reason why the Earth can contain water is mass of the Earth. Mass and gravity is almost the same. So, and also the distance from the sun is also the main cause. The distance from the Earth. So the distance from the Earth and the mass of the Earth is very important. And most of water is stored in the ocean because, and we cannot drink ocean water, of course, because much sodium or chlorine or much elements are dissolved in the ocean water because the surface of the rock of the earth were covered by the rocks. So water dissolves rock elements. So the water becomes not fresh. And seawater contains much elements such as sodium or chlorine. And the second question from Udayana University. What research was done to see that a meteorite is up to billion years ago? Yes, that's a very good question. And this is for the age determination of meteorites, we measure isotopes. We measure isotopes of the meteorites. If we measure isotope of the meteorites, we can determine the age of the meteorites. And it's my area of study. We have mass spectrometer, so we can determine the age of rock samples or meteorites in our university, in my laboratory. Thank you very much.
One more question.
Sorry. From National Taiwan Normal University, the professor just mentioned that the hexadiagram represents the purity of water. It is related to the relative portional contents. But we were wondering that if the certain quantity matters. Yes, certain quantity also matters, but for example, you can see the hexadiagram of seawater. Okay, I will show you the PowerPoint slide. Wait a moment, please. Yes, also this is a good question. You can see it's a diagram of seawater like this, and this is a rain in Japan, and you can see 300 times value. So the value is also very important because the seawater contains much sodium and chlorine, so this point is very, very large, like this. Okay, so also the concentration of next question. Why? Thank you very much for your question and comments. And why the sampling 4 has a smaller value of rare element concentration? Human activity there is so rare that make rare elements concentration is small. Yes. At the sampling point 4, there is a sewage treatment plant near the sampling point 4, and all waters which was used by the Sanda city people are treated in this plant. And then the water eluted to the Nuko River. So the value was very high. And however, yes, that's a good point. The other, yes, lanthanum cerium are very low, yes. Good question. Gadolinium, only gadolinium is very high, but the other rare elements are very, very low. Yeah, that's a good point, but sorry, I don't know the I don't have any idea now. So sorry. Yes, you're right. But sorry, I don't have. I don't have any good comments for this phenomena. Sorry. Thank you very much for your comments.
Okay, Tsubai Sensei, one more question from Bibin Sensei.
If there are fresh fish or other animal, is it still safe for human? Yes, I think it's no problem. Rare elements is very stable, and in this case, I think it's no problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think there may be more questions, but I'd like to close the Tsuboi Sensei's lecture. Okay, thank you very much, Tsuboi Sensei, Professor Tsuboi. Okay, all the planned sessions of today have finished. Thank you very much for staying with us for a long time. I'd like to close today's meeting. From the next week, the presentation by each group will start. Let's enjoy the meeting and see you next week. Bye-bye.
東先生、ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
大変充実してよかったです。お疲れ様でした。
また来週もよろしくお願いいたします。
どうも、国際担当の、方、ありがとうございました。失礼します。
そうですね。国際担当の方々、どうもありがとうございました。来週もよろしくお願いします。特に来週からの、プレゼンテーションでの、質問とかをしていただいて、議論を盛り上げていただきますよ。よろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you very much too.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Terima kasih.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Arigato.
Bye.
See you.
See ya.
So I just wait. Exactly we end. So I can end. Okay. So I Mina 28.